Hello there, valued Terracom Systems client. I just want to explain a little bit about the ComAlert reporting client, just so you can pull reports and show reports. So I'm remoted into one of our sites here, and this is a screen you should see. You might see some windows open. If you see some windows open, just minimize them. It's best never to, hit the red X in the corner of the window. It's always best to minimize them. For example, if you have a window like this open, don't ever hit the X. Always just minimize it, and it puts it back down in this area. So you may notice down in the bottom right-hand corner by the clock here, you have all these different icons. This area of the computer is called the system tray. And you notice as I hover over top of them with my mouse, it explains what the purpose of each of these are. So what you're looking for, and it may or may not be in here, may not be active. This particular site, it's active because we do scheduled reporting, where at a certain time of day, we send out an email report to a certain email with a predetermined report that they want to see, either on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. We can help set that up for you if you want. We just need access to one of your email servers. But in particular, I'm looking for this one here, ComAlert reporting. So I'm going to hover over top of it, give it a double click, and we have this on the screen here. So as we can see, it's connected. We got the green bar down at the bottom. It's all connected and everything. But I'm going to actually close it because I want to show for some clients where this program isn't always up. So I'm going to hit close. It's going to ask me if I want to. I'm going to put in my password to close it. Okay, so now it's not active down here. So there's no ComAlert reporting down here. Nothing down there. So I'm actually going to find it in the start menu. You either be right in the base start menu here, or you might have to go into all and then go to ComAlert and then find it down in here. I'm just going to start it right from the shortcut right here. So here's the ComAlert software. I'm going to maximize it. It takes a few seconds for it to connect. You see the flashing red and green at the bottom. You got to wait till it's solid green, and then you'll see some rooms populate, like just what happened right there. So what I want to do is I'm going to explain kind of the different areas here. This top part here with this graph and stuff, I don't really find it very productive, so I usually almost just drag it up like that, so we got more room for the report down below. So up here we have your time frame, so you can do a to and from, even what hours, what days, what you want. So just for fun here, I'm just going to hit the last 7 days, and then down here you have your duty areas. Depending on your site, you may have different duty areas. Some sites have us just put everything in one duty area. You might have like first floor, second floor, third floor, different wing names. But this particular site just has them all in one duty area. So you might have to click on different duty areas to see the particular room or devices that you're looking for. Also, this box here, I recommend you leave it clicked on rooms only, because then it will just narrow down to the things really that you want to see. So let's say, for example, I want to report from the last 7 days, a chronological report. That's just basically everything that happened in order. And I'm going to actually choose, you can choose individual rooms, as you can see here, or I can press and hold down the control button on the keyboard, and then I can click individual rooms like this and just make a report on all those. Or I can do where I click a top one, and then I press and hold down shift, and then I click a bottom one, and it grabs everything in between. Or if you don't hold down any of those keys, it's just one by one. But I'm going to just do a quick report of pretty much everything. So I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to press and hold down shift, and I'm going to go down to the bottom, click, and then pretty much everything's selected. And then I'm just going to hit do report here. And it's going to take a bit. Maybe 1 week was a bit too much time to generate a report for, but it shouldn't take too much longer. There we go. So here's your report. It just shows you your to and from and which rooms you wanted selected. Now there's going to be a lot of data in here, lots. So I'm going to try to find somewhere that I can kind of narrow down a bit for you to explain the flow, how the flow goes. Hopefully we find something quick here. For example, here's some pull cord alarms here. So 225 pull cord, we can see that it was pulled, and it looks like staff must have been doing some testing or something, because we see a call placed at 31 seconds here, and then it's reset at 33 seconds. So they must have been just doing some testing. Let me see if I can find a better example for you. Like here, for example, is a pendant alarm. So we can see at 6:36 a.m., 2:43 pendant, the call was placed, and then just this is odd. 1 second later, it says it's canceled. More than likely, the staff were maybe testing it. So I'm not finding a lot of good examples in here for you to actually pull reports. You can see a lot of bed alarms in here for bed exit devices for people shifting around on the bed. Here's a bit better of example of a pendant. So once again, there's that 2:43 pendant. You can see that the call was placed at 10:48 a.m. and then approximately 8 minutes later, it was canceled. It was reset. So there's something that you would more look for. I want to see if I can find a good example of a pull cord here for you. Here's a pull cord one here. So for example, 2:39 pull cord one went off at 12:57 p.m. You can see call placed. And then, about 10 minutes later, it looks like it was canceled. So in particular, let's narrow down a bit. So let's go to that 2:39 pull cord one. So I'm going to actually unselect all this, and I'm just going to find that 2:39 pull cord one, and we're still on this 7 days. So I'm going to do a report. So now you can see that we have all these dates and stuff, but the only room we're doing is this 2:39 pull cord one. So this is a pretty good report, actually. There we go. We can see, at 6:50 a.m., they called for help. At 7:22, it took a bit for this one. It took them a while to get there, but it was canceled. But then here's a good example. Here's 3:36 p.m. It was a call for help, and then 3:38 p.m. it was canceled. So you can kind of see, narrow it down, and then all the different days. So it's a good report if you get, the children of a resident coming in saying that, they're concerned about response times. You could actually pull this report and show them. On Friday here, you can see that your parent called us at 1:47 a.m. and we were there 2 minutes later and canceled it. Sure, here's one that went a little bit longer, 1:04 p.m. and they canceled it at 1:13 p.m. and so on. And then we can, of course, print and export these reports. You can go here to report, and then you can either print it if we have a printer connected to the printer. What I usually do is I just do a save report, and it will save it as a RTF file to the desktop. You could do it that way, or sometimes what's good is you do a print report, and then you do a print and you choose the internal PDF printer. Usually all computers have a Microsoft print to PDF. So I'll actually just do that right now to show you. So this particular report, once again, we pulled up all the alarms for room 239 for that 7-day period, just to show you what we did. So I'm going to go over here to report, and I'm going to go to save report. No, I'm not doing save report. Sorry, I'm going to do print report. And when I do print, I'm going to choose the Microsoft print to PDF. I'm going to hit OK. And then you're going to get a little pop-up. Where do you want to save this? So I don't know, wherever you want to save it. If you want to do a map drive, usually let's just dump it on the desktop. And we might as well call it 239 a week. I don't know, whatever. And we'll see it's a PDF document. So I'll hit save. And I'll close this and let me actually minimize this. And you'll see there it is up on the desktop. So if I double click that, we'll see there's a nice PDF file. So you can either email this to yourself or maybe stick a USB drive into the server to transfer it. So let me open that up again. So once again, here it is down here now, ComAlert reporting. Notice when I minimize it, I didn't hit the X. I actually pressed minimize here. And I pressed minimize and it went down into here. So double click and it comes up and there's that report. And then we have some other reports too. Response times. There's a lot of different other reports you can pull on here. I'm not going to get into those, but primarily just this chronological report is what you're looking for. We can do exception reports where, let's say, we can pull a report that says, give me a report of all pull cord alarms that went longer than, let's say, 10 minutes unanswered for the last 24 hours. This is the example of a report that we could send maybe a director of care or a general manager that they want every morning or every week. So they can actually go back and see if the staff are letting any calls going over 10 minutes, so they can maybe do some kind of investigation or try to figure out how to make things better. But that's pretty much it. Once again, you don't have to have this ComAlert reporting tool actually running unless you actually have automated reporting. And you'll actually get a warning if you do. So you notice if I try to hit the X on this, it actually says you have reports scheduled. Are you sure? So at this particular site, they do those scheduled reports. So I'm just going to hit no. I'm just going to minimize it. And once again, just like all the other ComAlert software, it's just hiding down there in the system tray. So hopefully this answers some questions on how to use the reporting tool. I find it has a lot of information, a lot of things that you may never ever use, but it's pretty good in what you need to do to provide family members with assurances and even licensing for audit trail tracking. All this is stored indefinitely, so it's not like you have to worry about calls being purged after X amount of days or months even. Just as long as this computer is alive and the hard drives are working, all this stuff is being recorded. So once again, thanks for being a valued client of Terracom Systems, and feel free to reach out to us if you ever have any questions or concerns with your system. Thank you.